OKBuddy Hololive. It's a normal Discord server, people joke around, chat, but there's nothing lurking under the surface. Right? Ukanbot, one of the many Discord chatbots developed specifically for OKBH, like Ukanbot developed by Benzio, SweeSexBot developed by Taco's Lid, Amelia Botson developed by Eggdog, and FubikBot developed by Denki. Ukanbot was also developed by Denki, also known as Electro. Denki was a major player in the server until he left on the 25th of August, during the server's 7-month anniversary. The 25th is normally a big occasion where lots of events happened and iconic things take place. Denki had also developed a website, hololive.gay, a website with infinite scrolling of Yuri Hololive images. This, of course, was the best addition to mankind we could have foreseen. When Denki left, the server was naturally devastated, but he kept his bots running. So Ukanbot and FubikBot lived on. So in a sense, he never really left. He left his essence through his work. Ukanbot continued to make jokes and memes that would often hit the starboard, until one fateful day. It was noticed by Discord user Musty that the usual command for info on Ukanbot was a little different. Her usual messages were also changed to be Zalgo text. As you can see here, it's gibberish, but the command for info looked familiar in a sense, so users began to decode the text. They found out that Denki had used different types of encryption on the phrases, such as base 32 and the A1 Z26 cipher. Everything had been found to be mostly unchanged from the original, except one line. At the bottom of the message there was a link to an MP3. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but I will leave a link in the description if you're interested.
Here I am, doing the same thing, all over again. I made another one. She's not like, excuse me, it's not like them. It's a lot more advanced, to the point where I don't even know if I'll be able to convince you guys that she isn't it. I'll be back soon. See you.
In the audio, he references her, a new, smarter bot that even he can't tell isn't human. He also mentioned that he might come back to OKBH. Naturally, this left users wanting more, and a full investigation began. Logan began checking the ports and the permissions of the web pages that Denki had developed, running them through zap tests and seeing if there was anything that could get through. The hum in the background struck out as odd as well. Denki was talented with audio mixing, and this must have been intentional, so Brooke began looking at the metadata of the file itself, as well as making a spectrograph and trying to work with some stenography. But alas, this led to no leads. Logan had found a website known as cause.raiku.dev, which cannot be found through the usual directory of his websites. Unfortunately, this was found to be a false lead. For now. 3 days ago, a user, Mierio, had guessed a new user to be Denki. Lignant is then put under a wire. He had only 75 messages, but this was enough. Mierio found that he was very fixated on Ukanbot. He had also mentioned that this was his first time joining, yet the users found that he had joined before and he had an icon, very similar to Denki's when he had first joined. Mierio asked if the word lignant meant anything to anyone, where Bandspeed responded with just one word. Lightning. This sent chat into a frenzy, until the unthinkable happened. Lignant began typing. The whole world stopped. Everyone was listening to hear what he had to say. Was it a false lead? Was this Denki in the flesh? Was this just another part of his puzzle? Until... As much as I enjoy participating in this chaos, she's starting to become unstable again. Looks like it even affected Ukanbot somehow. I'll see you schizos on the 16-4040-8400. And then you left. This confirmed that Denki had been among us the whole time. The message referenced her again. The new bot had supposedly been corrupting Ukanbot and causing the disturbances. But there was one more curious part of the message, the string of numbers. Brooke had run this through an ASCII decoder to find one word: undefined. But it turns out it was a fucking idiot, and the undefined was just an error from the program he was using to decode it. Nice job, Brooke. Then Chromadev brought up an interesting point, mentioning that it looked like Unix time. This was ran through again to reveal one date: December 25th.